What's going on, guys? And this is 76083 Beware the Vulture. It is recommended for ages 7 to 14 and is 375 pieces and is also part of the movie Spider-Man Homecoming. So starting off with the minifigures, we get Iron Man, which as you can see has some new front and back torso printing and also some front printing on the legs as well. And also I am really liking the little lights on the armor. It really makes it look really incredible. And also I like how they mix it up with some stainless steel and some painted stainless steel. If we open up the front of his helmet, we can see that there is nobody inside the suit, which means that the suit is probably on autopilot. Next up, we have the Shocker, which features side printing, back printing, and front printing on his torso piece, and also has these gigantic fists in silver on both sides of his hands. After that, we get Spider-Man, which this is the same Spider-Man minifigure that we have gotten in the ATM Heist battle, which means that the minifigure features front printing, back printing, side printing on his torso piece and his leg pieces, and also features face printing in the front and in the back as well. Next up, we have the Vulture, which as you can see, he has torso printing on the front and the back of a leather jacket, and also has his helmet printed on the new Iron Man helmet piece. And also, if we remove the clear piece that is on his back, we can take a better look at the back of his torso printing. Also, if we remove his helmet piece, we can see that his head features face printing and also back printing as well. Now, since we have gotten the minifigures out of the way, now let's take a look at the van. In the front of the van, there is a sticker showing a nasty dent, which could have been caused by a person who has super strength, or maybe the van was already found like that. Then, right over that, there is a windshield that has a spider web on the left side of the windshield. Also, the front of the van is side builded, and right under that, there is a license plate that says AC-JR10. Besides that, both sides of the van are scratched up to give it that look of chipped paint from the van. And in the back of the van, on the left side, there is a spider web. And also, like both sides of the van, but in the back of the van on the right side, there is a scratched up mark to give it that look of chipped paint from the van. And on the top of the van, there is even more spider webs, which this shape of this spider web is kind of giving me an idea to create some pretty sweet action scenes. And also, if we move to the back, as you can see, we do have parking lights on both sides of the van, and also there is a sticker on this 2x4 tile piece that is saying, "How's my driving?" Shocking! Besides that, the back of the door opens up easily, so you can put in or take out any cargo in and out of the van. Now, since we have gotten the exterior of the van out of the way, now let's take a look at the interior of the van. To access the interior of the van, we must first take this piece off from the van, and we must also open both sides of the van and also open the back door of the van as well. For the interior of the van, we have a steering wheel in the front of the van, and also if we move to the back of the van, on both sides of the van, there is a weapons rack, and if we take both of those pieces out of the rack and connect them, they enhance the weapon, making it much stronger. Besides what's on the sides of the van, in the middle of the van, there is this sort of type of mega weapon, which is a stud shooter that says DODC item T539. The way the play feature works on this stud shooter is if you open up both sides of the van again and raise the stud shooter all the way to the top and then close these two sides of the van up again, it should look like this, giving it that mechanical look, which then you're going to want to take this gear piece, which should be directly behind the stud shooter, and then turning it, causing all of the studs to fly out. Besides the evil weapons, the van also holds two boxes that holds some other types of evil weapons. And here is a better look at the two boxes when they are not inside of the van. As you can see, the first box says DODC item A502 and also has the Fragile logo on it. And then the other box next to that shows the Danger logo that also says DODC, but then says item A546. The box that has the Fragile logo on it holds this type of translucent piece with a dark gray stud under it, which is actually a piece of alien technology which is supposed to power the weapons that the supervillains have. Now, last but not least, we have the Vulture's wings. Also, on both sides of the wing, there is these movable wings, which are supposed to give a look of a real type of bird. Besides moving only the edges of the wing, you can also move the whole entire wing itself. Also, on the top of the Vulture's wings, we have two stud shooters which do shoot out these purple translucent studs. Also, if we move to the back of the Vulture's wings, we can see on both sides there are these two fans to keep up the Vulture while he is flying in the air, which are on two ball joints, and in between that we have two stickers which are supposed to represent a little bit of detail of what the Vulture's wings look like. Also, on both sides of the wings, I like how they used the Lego Nexo Knights shield pieces, and I also like how they added a 1x1 translucent stud piece to give it that little dramatic effect with the green lights. Also, here is a look at what the wings look like when the Vulture is wearing them. For the accessories, we get this rope piece for Spider-Man to swing onto stuff, and we also get these two Power Blast pieces for Spider-Man to catch the bad guys, and we also get this phone because, you know, gotta call Aunt May, and we also have these clear translucent blue pieces for Iron Man, and we also have a piece of web so Spider-Man can tie the bad guys up. And also, we have these two gigantic iron fists, which are supposed to represent the weapon that the Shocker uses to shock people. So, that wraps it up for today's LEGO review. Be sure to leave a thumbs up, and also be sure to subscribe for more content, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.